that discussion.
Come on, where's the chat?
Is that working?
It is this way, but I need chat. I can't wait to see all the OSU people.
Yes.
I just don't have chat right now, so now I'm panicking a little.
Singing bingo.
Can you hear me? YouTube. Can you hear me? YouTube. YouTube testing. Do you have sound? YouTube. Tell me if you have sound, YouTube. Hello? Can you hear us? Rich is signed on to the Zoom, so that's good. I'm just waiting to hear if we have sound.
Check.
You are? You going on? Thank you. If you need me to say something over here, I will.
Yeah, we're live.
But you can hear us?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, it's a little delayed, but okay. Thank you very much. It's a little delayed, but okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm on right now.
You have to restart.
Before I met
Certification. You just had it recertified. Yeah, so we, once a year. Wow. Recertified. So go down the lake to the manufacturer. Got it all up there. One of the first things I did when I took over, all I wanted to do. The problem is, like, how many loads are on that average? Might be on too many average for that breaker. The problem is, I'm sorry. Yeah, what happens if you another question for house. Probably that is water size is smaller. So now it's lowering microwaves to draw more amperage for breakers work. So obviously, that makes the breaker use of optic and might be an issue. Yeah, mine was one.
And it's just can't help you on that one. I don't know anybody.
I want to write picture of canvas. I was like, oh, this time.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, test.
How's the temperature? You need anything?
I think it's okay. I whispered in the sweater.
Feels good.
Usually
your
they'll
body
look at me and do the crowd will go. And I have a key to fix it.
Okay. All right, fair. Yes.
How you doing, sir? I'm good. How are you? You are?
Do we have to do?
Can't see Gina.
He's signed on. Can you see Gino now? And also. Oh, I can see him.
Yeah.
There he is.
We hear music up here. I'm not sure what we're hearing. Thank you very much. I thought maybe it was somewhere. Thank you. So we all sat with Richard? I can hear him.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm talking to, I can hear you. Is there a delay?
There you go.
There's not really a delay. Just try to keep your mouth towards your speaker and not move around.
Okay.
Okay, are we electronically good to go? Perfect. Let's hope so. Good evening, everyone. Glad to be here tonight. Glad to see all of you. Glad that the board members could all make it, including Richard way up from upcountry. Oh, he is over there. Yes. Oh, just making sure. Okay, so what I'm going to ask is that we prepare for a moment of silence out of respect. Shut off all your cell phones. Take off your hats. Take your hats off. I don't have my hat on. Oh, yeah. We're going to take our hats off. Okay. And we'll have a moment of silence, and then we will go on to the Pledge of Allegiance. So all those that are, there we go. Very good.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, guys. It is now 7:02. We're officially starting this board meeting, May 20th, 2026. First thing, is the minutes. That's you. Okay, the minutes were published in the News and Views, and they're online on the website. They were also emailed out with the agenda. Make a motion to approve the minutes of the February 18th, 2026 minutes. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Motion to approve the March 18th minutes as published. Second. I hear a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, signify. Motion to approve the annual meeting minutes of April 22nd. Any discussion? All those, okay, go ahead. Not tonight? Is that correct? The discussion was that they're supposed to be published at the next annual meeting, not tonight. Is that correct?
Correct, it's supposed to be done at the annual meeting.
Okay. Then we'll table that till the annual meeting of 2027. The only reason I put them in there was that they were put in there previously at the next meeting.
Jerry, a year from now?
That's George.
George, a year from now?
I believe the annual meeting is approved on the next meeting, but the organizational meeting that transpired after the annual should be approved, and that was when each of you got selected for your positions.
So the annual meeting is tonight?
The annual meeting would be at the next annual, and the reorganization
Is tonight.
is tonight.
Okay, so we'll table the annual meeting until 1 year. All those in favor of tabling it? Aye. Motion to approve the organizational meeting of April 22nd. Any discussion? All those in favor signify. Aye.
Bless you.
Being that there's no correspondence, we'll move on to the president's report. There are a few things that that I want to talk about, but there's actually some people that I will spend a half a minute or two, because George has made it to his 30 days, exemplary 30 days, has come in with both feet running, and he's doing a great job. He's helping all of us out. He's reorganizing the front office and everything that goes with it. So I'm proud to announce his 30 days, and here's George. Say a few words, George.
Thanks for all the support to everyone, and during this transition of the 30 days. It's still a long way to go. I'm up there. I'm going through bills and everything else, and seeing how we can save the community money and use that for other stuff that can benefit all you, the members. Another thing, I think that town hall went great. I don't mind sitting up there and speaking and letting you guys, tell the board members what you want, and then hopefully get it on the agendas for the upcoming board meetings so we can start addressing some of those concerns. And that is a lot of what I hear coming in. They want transparency. We want transparency. So hopefully, moving forward, we can continue down that path. And I believe the board members are on board with that as well. So hopefully that'll be kind of the path to the future with that. Other than that, I don't have much to say.
Okay, well, I'll take on the next one. Although he's been here longer, it was a training process for him. And then he took over George's job, code enforcement supervisor. Brian, can you say a couple of words? Thank you.
Hi, everybody. If you weren't here for the town hall, my name is Brian Young. Took over for George as the supervisor for code enforcement. Everything's going well. We're full staff. There are a couple of things I would like to point out that I'm really hitting on over the next couple months. The entry into the front gate. I beg you guys to help us, help us. We need you guys doing your own visitor and guests on your apps. My guards, when they're up there, can't always take your phone calls. I've gotten complaints about delays and so forth up there. To avoid the delays, if you guys enter your your guests and the people that are coming to see you, there'll be a smoothless entry into the community. When you guys don't enter them, that's the delay. You guys call up there, they're not always able to answer the phone right away. So I get complaints that they're not answering, that there's a delay. You eliminate that by entering your guests and the people that deliveries, things like that, on your own phone prior to them coming in. That'll eliminate any delays and we'll get them through. It's that time of year, zero scape, weeds, those are being looked at. My code enforcement, Zach, he's out writing the violations. It's a 14-day fix-it date. So just because you get something that says, hey, you have weeds in your zero scape, you have 14 days to fix it. It's not an automatic fine. It's just giving you the heads up. These are the things we're looking for. These are the things we're out enforcing. And then everybody should know by now, speed limit on Country Club is 20. My drivers are out enforcing that. I will not look the other way. If you get caught speeding, it is what it is. You guys are aware of the speed change on Country Club, so there should be no guessing, no questions. You go above it, and they're out there and they're enforcing it, you're going to receive a violation. Sir?
Yes, so there is an app that's, I can download the information if I have guests on it?
Yes, Gate Century. If you come up to the office, we'll help you set it up on your phone. We'll send you a code. Everything will be.
It should be advertised. Well, I think it's a great idea.
Well, it should have been part of when you came into the community.
Well, I've been here since '79.
You might have missed it in one of the memos between then and now. So, but just come on up to the office. We'll help you out with it. Be happy to do that. Okay. Everything's going well. Just be aware of those things. Let us help move things along and do the Gate Century for you. Okay?
And Brian, did you want to introduce the two that you do have here tonight with you?
Oh, I didn't even see Matt coming. This is Zach. He's my code enforcement guy. He's here 2 days a week. He does a lot of the follow-up. So when you guys do the ACC apps, you do the one-page applications, you do any modifications, things like that. Zach does all the follow-ups. He goes out, makes sure when you guys get the letter B, when you guys are doing an ACC, you turn those in. He does all the follow-up, make sure everything is done, and then closes that out on your guys' account that the ACC was taking care of. He does a lot of work in 2 days that he's here with us. So I depend on him quite a bit when he's here. I throw a lot of stuff at him that I can't get to prior to him coming in. So this is Zach, and he does all the follow-up. So if you guys have an ACC, a one-page, anything like that, he'll get a hold of you because he's the one that's going to come out and follow up with you to close it out. And then one of my drivers, Matt, is in the back. He's my nighttime driver. He's one of two of the nighttime drivers. So he's out there doing code enforcement. He's also out there doing speed violations. So we have someone out till about 10:30 at night, and we're a full manpower, so we do have somebody here till 10:30 at night. We do not have an overnight driver yet. So, but that's Matt back there, and you guys will see him in the evening hours.
Okay, and that Matt. Thank you.
There it is. All right, all good.
Okay, the only thing I'd like to add is up there on the back table, there is a sheet. And if you put your name on that, the code enforcement people will get a hold of you. They'll see whether or not your driveway is workable for them to sit in, if you give your permission for them to do so, to sit there and take speed. So anybody that wants to do that, the paperwork is right up in the back. Okay, moving forward, I've informed Terry Main that she can speak for a few minutes on the unit reps. And then we'll go into, the, all of the committees that have new people coming on them and new committees that are reflourishing. So Terry?
The mic at the podium.
Go to the podium.
Mic at the podium.
There's a mic at the podium.
It's on now? Okay. I'm Terry Main. I am the chair of the unit reps. Some people here don't know what a unit rep is or what we do. We go out, there's my group right there. We have Chrissy, Paula, and Jim. He's the co-chair. We go out to new people when they move in. We welcome them. We give them all kinds of information. Information with phone numbers, any kind of information you can think of, we'll give them. Okay? We are going to start going to people that have lived here 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And, and because you may not have the information, I just heard somebody say that they didn't know about the gate entry, we would have that information with us. So if that is of interest to you, that information is for you. So we will come along 20 years late and say, welcome to the community and get to know some of the people. If you have questions, you can ask us, we'll get answers.
Thank you. Now, can I get everybody up here that's going to be sworn into the committee? Or make a call to make sure that the words or anybody that couldn't be there this evening?
Community Development Committee.
It's the, I'll get over here. Okay. It's the Community Development Committee. It's also, we have a unit rep and we have an ADRC member that they have asked me to swear in tonight so she can be at the first meeting tomorrow. You are perfect. And Gail is on the phone and are on the phone. Okay, very good. So we'll stand on you guys and read you. Perfect.
Thank you.
Hello. Oh, that's better. Scare you guys. Okay. Hi, everyone. Let's start out by, let me see, can I introduce everybody? Maybe. Okay. All right, the Community Development Committee consists of chair, co-chair, secretary. The chair is Kathy Galvin. Come on up. Say hi, everybody. Co-chair, Jerry Kraft, she's on the phone. Perfect. Hi, Jerry. And then we have Secretary Rosemary. Perfect. And then we have Lisa. Help me with the last name. Okay, perfect. This is Lisa. Then we have Roberta. We all know Roberta. And then we have Joe Galvin down at the end. Those are all going to be the new community development. And anybody that wants to fill out an application to be on any one of the committees would be great. Oh, that's right, the other Jerry Kraft. So we have the two Jerrys. Okay, sorry, Jerry, thank you for letting us know that. So that's the community development. And Polly, your last name, Paula Ahern, she wants to be a unit rep and on the ADRC. So that's what she will be doing. So anyway, if you'll all raise your right hand. Oh, Gail Metcalf. She was, I'm sorry, Gail, I would never forget you, on the unit rep, Gail Metcalf. Everybody's saying hello. So she'll be on the unit reps. We look forward to that. So if you'll all raise your right hand. Okay. Do you solemnly swear? Right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully serve on the committee which you are being appointed to the best of your ability and judgment, in conformity with the governing documents of Brookridge Community Property Owners, Inc., that you will, in all your acts, be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner possible endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of the Brookridge Community Property Owners, and the welfare of all of its membership. Do you swear? You may lower your hands. By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I do hereby proclaim you as duly appointed to Community Development, Unit Reps, and ABRC. Congratulate them all, please. You guys are done. Ready? Okay, we'll go on to the financial report. Although there's a lot that I could probably stand up here and talk about, there's just way too many things and we've got to move on. We're just definitely looking forward to moving forward. The social events committee, we're still looking for people for that. We're taking applications all the time. We'd like to be able to get that up and going. And I know that the unit reps are working with George on having what the clubs all do, what the committees all do, informing everybody of what maybe they might like to do, join, and be a part of, so that they can help out with what's going on. Before I finish, I just want everybody to know that there will be a Memorial Day celebration, which is wonderful. I reached out to Dick Terrio to help us out with that, and the board members. We have Jane that has been working, and definitely Gladys working. And I know that Gino has reached out to Jeanette up in wherever she's at. So we're all working together to pull this together for Monday. And I think it's going to be a wonderful event. The Boy Scouts troop is going to come do the actual ceremonies. So I think that's going to be good. 9:45, everybody should start showing up. There'll be coffee, donuts. Afterwards, after the event, yes. So if you show up then, there's going to be, it's going to be a nice event. So we'd welcome all of you to come, tell your neighbors, anybody that might be out there to show up as well. So thank you. Memorial, it's a flag ceremony for Memorial Day. Yeah. Right up here at the clubhouse. Starts be here at 9:45. It's going to be outside, and then coffee and donuts and all of that will be inside, so you can cool off. Okay? Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this first page here. Most of you got it when y'all came in the door. It's all the bank accounts. It's got the operating at the bottom and the reserves at the top. As you'll notice later on in the business section, or new business, we're going to vote to move 4 of these accounts because they're not making any interest. And as you can tell, they're not making any interest. On the second page, I gave most of you, or you come back and got it, is the profit and loss previous year. Down there at line 4140-12 is the reserve interest. You see it's down from last year. So those 4 accounts only make about, I think the biggest one makes a couple $100. That's about it. So later on, I think we're gonna vote to move those to Edward Jones. And how those accounts work is everything that goes to Edward Jones is reserved. But we have a money market account at Capital City, which has got $1,100,000 in it. And how it plays out is everything we pay reserve money with comes out of Capital City. That way we're not touching the Edward Jones accounts, which are making the most interest. So when the Capital City account gets down, like say a couple $100,000 or whatever, we're gonna vote to probably move the money, Grand Bank, one of the money market accounts there over into Capital City. What I'm trying to do is make this simple as possible, that anybody else that takes my place later on, they know that it's simplified, or it's not confusing or anything. So everything gets paid out of Capital City reserves that's prepared. And then the feeder accounts to those are the money market at Brandon Bank. And once the money market and the CDs at Brandon Bank get depleted, then you go into Edward Jones. But they stay in Edward Jones so they can get 4%, plus 4% interest. And they stair step. So every CD in Edward Jones, one renews every month, but it's rolled over and it goes to the very end of the step that matures, say, 18 months from now or 2 years, whatever. And that keeps doing that. It's like a slinky. So that's how they play out. On the profit and loss, usually we give out a profit and loss statement. But a profit and loss doesn't tell you the whole story. Basically, what tells you the whole story is when you look at the comparison of last year and how it goes under budget and that kind of stuff. As you can see from this page I gave y'all, that assessment charges we were collecting more than last year for the first 4 months. But you gotta remember, some of these people pay by the year. So that's gonna be a factor later on, but we've already planned for that. We put $250,000 in a business account at Brandon Bank that we plan on using it for the shortfall months, October, November, December, if we need any of it. That way we're not having to vote to move any money out of reserves or anything, because that is a operating account. You'll notice that when you look on this page, has the stop and fees are up from last year. The use and views is doubled, because last year within this time, you only made $18,680. Now it's at $37,173. And that, Kelly's doing a great job with that.
Yeah.
Collecting advertising money. The VCR fines are up from 11,000 last year to 17. So the top of the page, which is the total income, as you can see, we're up about right at $44,000. The expenses are down from there. So what you're looking for is the expenses being lower this year than last year. And as you can see, the wages are down. $315,000 got spent last year, and this year it's $206,000. The next one is Social Security benefits. It doesn't have the numbers on it yet. Had 24 last year, but the ones that stand out is the lights are down, as you can see that. The electricity's down from 37 last year, 37,492, 43 down to 31. So we're doing things like we're just trying to save energy anywhere we can. The water's up a little bit. You can see the printing is up, but the reason the printing's up is because we had to mail out the ballots and stuff, and it was 5, 6 pages, I guess. So that made the printing higher. So that's why it's at 16,000. And then the using these is 18, but we're collecting way more. Rest of these are pretty self-explanatory. The insurance is what you can see is really got us, because we've already paid $94,000 on it. Last year we only paid $78,000 for the same time. the bad debt's already on there, so that's one of the high things you see. The fuel's down from last year. Supplies are down from last year. The office supplies up a little bit. Let me see this last page here. And that's pretty much, everything's still explained for the back page. It's got some payroll expense on it. And there's the reserves down there. It's not on there from last year. I see that. Must be a different spot. Like I think it's in the first page on this, but not here. Because they've not, I guess they've not, I don't think it's Jamie, I think it's Paycor that's not gave us the figures on the Social Security part, which is 5111 is the line. It's got 24 on here for last year, but it has zeros for this year. And Paycor figures the Social Security and stuff like that. So that's pretty much a summary for myself is I see electrical down, I see wages down, I see stuff that's gonna make it up, like the dues and views, the fines are up, the stop load fees are up. But you gotta remember that we still have a forensic audit to do. So that money's gotta come from somewhere out of reserve, even though we don't vote for it, we still gotta vote again to move it out of reserves to pay for the forensic audit. No, it does not have a line, because the community voted for it as a whole, so it has to be done anyway. Try your best to use it for out of the regular operating, but if you don't have it in the regular operating, you have to pay for it out of the reserves, and they have to make note of it. The auditors have to make note of it. Because the community voted for forensic audit. And that's all I have.
Are we gonna have a discussion on this agenda?
What?
I don't, Richard,
Talking about moving money. Are you talking about moving money? I thought.
no, we're not talking about, Richard, when, it's on the agenda, but it's not right now. That was just his financial report.
Okay, but he included those movements of money, so we're not going to discussion on that right now.
No, he just spoke to, it's coming up later on the agenda, and we will be talking about that then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
okay, thank you, Richard. You all set, Jerry? Gladys, you ready?
Okay, well, I've been still working on updating the website. Sometime that's a daily thing. I did add the scam notices that we got from the Social Security Administration. They're on the first page. We just updated the YouTube link so that when you click on it, that's on our homepage, you actually go to current board meetings rather than past ones. We're trying to update the roster for the members that they're gradually, little by little, getting on the website. If you still haven't been able to get on the website, you have to let me know, and I'll contact Andrea, who is our website manager at my community site, and have you put on it. Other than that, I don't have much right. Just working on reviewing it and updating it as we go along. We add some financials. This financial is on there. This one that Jerry just gave me, I will make sure that it gets added on there. So that you'll find the financials under the private member pages. That's why I say you need to have your private access updated. If you're not able to get into the financials or the contracts or the insurance documents, they're all under the private member pages. They're not public. That's it. Okay, so we'll move on to George. We'll move on to George.
Just something to add in on that too. We've been trying to go and collect
a list of emails. Can you hear me now? All right, so we've been going through and trying to consolidate a list of emails. So if you know, or you're not receiving emails for these blast emails, come down to the office and see us so we can make sure we put you on that list. And then also, that could be a great opportunity to get you on, to be able to access that website as well.
All good? Okay, so what we'll do next is we'll go on to electrical repairs, which is finished business. Although this was finished at the end of the year, the first of this year, it was never officially stated that it was finished in a board meeting, so we're doing that now. EC Solutions came and they ran a new power feed to the tennis court, a GFI, that was badly needed out there, so they did that piece, and then they refed the pool heater. The wire was too small to accommodate the ampage, and the unit had melted and disconnected that unit. So therefore it was updated, and now it is, now it's all set. It was $1,755.43, 43 cents. And that was all paid for and done. And now that it's been at a board meeting, it's finished officially. Thank you.
RV compound. It's just, it was never on as finished on any of the agendas, so we're just trying to get that right. So Ruth Briney is using the new form that we voted on the 18th of March to start using. That's the only update there.
Okay, so we'll go on to the forensic audit. I can tell you we have two official companies that have sent us letters of intent to move forward with this. When I started looking for a forensic person or company to do this, I looked at forensic accountants and forensic auditors. I didn't know the difference at the time, but I do now. We had 4 forensic accounting companies, and we had 3 forensic audit, and now we have 4. So a forensic audit accountant is a financial investigator who investigates fraud, traces assets, or untangles complex financial disputes. Usually someone that they use in a divorce, sometimes in a business, a smaller business, if there are some discrepancies that they're a little concerned about. A forensic auditor is the structured procedure they perform to gather evidence that meets the legal standards for use in a courtroom of a court of law. They need to have a CFE and a CIA certificate, as well as their accounting degree or whatever business degree they may have for that. The companies that we're looking at right now is Suncoast, Oreo, and Legends. So those are the 3. 2 of them have come with solid. They're looking at least $5,000 to secure them. And then we have to keep between $1,200 and $1,500 in an account for them to be able to take whatever their needs are out of that. When it gets to between $300 and $500, they want it replenished, so they'll let us know at that point. But when it gets closer and we have all 3, we'll make sure everybody is aware of that. So that's the forensic audit piece. Yes.
Could the membership get a copy of the scope document of that article?
Well, I don't have it yet, but when we do get it, you'll have everything right on the website.
For them to bid on the scope of the audit, I'd like to see the scope of the audit.
Certainly, if you bring me up your name and number at the end, we'll make sure that you get that. Okay.
Okay, regarding the refinishing of the stage floor. They added some money to their bid. It's still the better one. We still want to go with them, but they added $350 to be able to supply a 10,000 watt generator to power their sanding equipment. So that just adds that much money to their, so the final for awesome flooring is $4,550. And they're going to be here to do the work on, it was May 23rd and 24th, but I think they're coming in early now, are they? Kelly?
They're coming on the 23rd. They're going to, also on the 24th. And.
So they didn't move up to the 20, okay. So they'll be here on the 23rd and 24th doing the work. And then, regarding the sauna. So the men's sauna's been refurbished. It's beautiful. We're now waiting for a date for EC Building Solutions to come in to install the heaters in both of the men's and the women's saunas. I spoke with them on the 14th, and they were going to call me back, but they got back in touch with Sean and said they'll be here. They're saying either Friday the 22nd or Monday the 25th. They probably won't be here the 25th. It'll probably be the 26th or that week. It'll probably be, the 26th or farther. But they're going to install both heaters, and once that's done, the saunas will be complete, finally. The original cost that we had approved was $24,200. They sent their drawings, and when they sent them to me, and I mean, I'm no contractor, but I knew it was wrong because they had the door on the wrong side. So I took them to Jerry because I know Jerry has experience in this kind of thing, contractor work and stuff. So Jerry then went back and forth with them trying to get the drawings correct. They could never do that. So they finally decided to do what I had asked them to do in the first place, was just refurbish instead of bringing in all this new equipment. And so they came in and refurbished it, and it looks beautiful. And so the final total was actually $13,500. So Jerry, I thank Jerry, everybody should thank Jerry for that, because he did have to go back and forth with them. So now, because we originally okayed $24,000, we can pay for EC to come in, and we don't have to get 3 bids and go through all that thing. We're just going to have them come in and get it done. So, and the EC bid, they did tell us how much it's going to be. I think they said $3,500, something like that. So we'll still be way below the $24,200 that was approved. So yeah, well, when we get the actual figure, I'll let you know. But we just received it today. I saw it come over.
I threatened them to send the money back. Basically how it started, their paperwork was wrong, the measurements were wrong. And I said, send the money back, or because we're gonna do another way. And he decided he was gonna refurbish it, which we wanted done in the first place. So they came in, they sanded the stuff down in there. They put some kind of poly coat on it. And then they rebuilt new benches and a thing to hold the heater and put new floor down. So it really looks good. I just didn't trust the design, Spas by Design or whatever, because their numbers kept being wrong. I did it twice to send them the right numbers. And so we ended up saving about $8,000 on it.
Yeah, they did a really good job working on that.
So the stage curtains. Did that? No, I'm
We're
not.
moving on to the second entrance. Can you wait until member comments? We're gonna move forward with this. Did you write up?
The floor.
You do what?
Comment about the floor.
Then, Rich, you should make out one of these, but if you don't, you can speak in member comments, okay? Thank you. Okay, so the secondary gate, we have lots to talk about with the secondary gate. Jerry was with me. Gladys, you were there? Okay. We met with Scott Herring, he's the county engineer, and Todd Crosby about the secondary gate. We looked at the different plot maps, and we were informed that they felt, although we're waiting for the engineer's report, which I will explain in a minute, they felt that the back school gate would be the best possible, not only financially, but as far as the county is concerned and the community would be concerned, because it's on the very back of the property. So we did discuss that in great detail. They're looking forward to working with us, and they talked about the different process that we'll be going through, but said that the engineer that was hired will handle that and work with them, and they were aware of the engineer that we have out there working on it right now. Links and Associates, I spoke with them last week. They are not Links anymore. I believe they're TMC. They changed their name over, but that's irrelevant. He told me within the next 2 weeks, we had hired them back a while ago to do the engineer's report. And the report is almost complete. They're just putting all of their pieces together. Then he'll email that to me so we can move forward with that in the county. They're going to come out here again, and we'll all meet together again with Scott Herring. And I don't know if Todd will be there, but everybody will be there to talk about what their findings were, and then we'll bring that to you when we have it. But we're that one step closer to getting that back gate out in the back of the park. So I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware that there is movement. Isn't it on? Okay, but there's two separate. Jerry, the gate comes off. Jerry, the gate comes off to the school. It's up there, right? Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. Yeah, okay. That was the only question. It is Scepter, I'm sorry. I thought it might have been, but it isn't, because that was another one that we were thinking about. It will be off Scepter if everything goes well with the engineering report. So we'll keep you guys posted. Yay, yay for the secondary gate. It's, been a long time coming. So anyway.
On the stage curtains, as everyone knows, we voted on this on 3/18. And at the time, we voted that we would donate $1,000, but since then, Jerry has been able to go into the donated, unclaimed donated funds that haven't been associated with any particular thing, and was able to donate $5,000 for the curtains. I understand they were ordered, a down payment of $7,000 was done per Patty Cummings, and they're supposed to be delivered here by June 8th. The total price per Patty was to be $12,584.50. The pedestrian gate. Another one that we voted for on 3/18, we approved R&R garage doors to fix the pedestrian gate. Since then, they've had some sickness. There's only a crew with this company, a crew of 2 people because of sicknesses and stuff. So now there's 2 people. So they've been telling us they're going to be here, they're going to be here. Well, we finally have a date. They said they'll be here the week of, like next week after Memorial Day. That week, they'll be here to fix the pedestrian gate and to, so that will remain locked, and they'll replace the card reader. And we found out that fobs for the gate, anyone that needs a pedestrian fob to get in and out of the pedestrian gate, it's going to be $20 for each fob. Repair of the tennis courts. Up until now, we were only able to secure 2 bids, but late today, we got a third bid. But I've got 2 others that have promised this week to get the bids. So we're gonna wait them out, and then we'll have like 5 bids for the the resurfacing of the tennis and pickleball court, to be able to vote on at the next meeting. No, this is out of order.
It's out of order. We're out of order.
Pool furniture.
Oh.
Well, so far, we've only got, like one chair, the price for one chair, at $315.71 per chair. And you want 8? And, there's a, umbrella. We have umbrellas. I thought we finished umbrellas.
They're garbage. Filthy. They're nasty. Nobody ever opens them.
Kelly,
They're all mildew.
can you speak to these umbrellas they're talking about? Because according to what we did, we paid to have them refurbished. In fact, I think you dropped them off, right?
There were 4 that needed to be strung, and they went to Pasco County, and then the Pasco Patio, and they called when they were ready. They came back. But I will say that the employees have bleached them, and they do, I've noticed they look a lot better. Is it the color, or, he's bleached probably at least 6 of them, and I believe there's 11, or, no, there's more than that, isn't there? But
I think there's only 5 tables out there that have them.
there's more, I think there's more umbrellas. I know that he bleached at least 6.
Okay, well, they have prices on umbrellas of 8 foot is $180 and 9 foot is $190 for umbrellas. But we're gonna yes, Richard.
Will we, if we tell them we need like 8 chairs or 12 of us, will they give us a discount? Instead of, you're saying $315.71 a chair, but if you're doing so many of something, won't they give you a quantity discount?
Perhaps, but that was a sale because they said the chairs are usually $524, and they gave us $315.71. So I don't know if that was because we said how many we're getting, or if that.
I haven't gotten the quote yet, but I'm sure the more you order, the less they're gonna cost. And these are not, they're just like the chairs that are out there, except they're ADA approved, which means they're 20 inches off the ground. And they can still be fixed because that's what the monitors wanted to be able to fix them if a strap broke or whatever. And we want to get a color. We want to do something out there. It looks like an institution. So thus the umbrellas. We wanted to get colored umbrellas with the second air hole at the top so that the wind could go through. And if the monitors could open those umbrellas every day and just let the moisture from the evening disappear, they wouldn't have to bleach them. But the umbrellas I gave you, the printout I gave you, the color is guaranteed for 10 years. Now, you can't do much better than that. Hello?
So Kelly, can you have the monitors maybe open the umbrellas every day just to? Okay.
And who said tie-dye them? Was that you?
Well, it's definitely something for you guys to talk about. Now, Sandy, these ones that you've shown us, they're available to change the slats.
Yes. They're the same.
They're the same
The
kind that we
same
have right
chair.
now.
It's from the same place. Steve told me to go there. Steve, monitor.
Okay.
He said he likes those because he can fix them.
So are you looking into any other companies for the same kind of chair, or is that?
That's a
just the
good
company
price
so
from what
far?
I see. You look at anything that's ADA approved and they're way more than $300 a piece.
Well, but how long is this sale gonna go on that we can?
Oh, well, that I don't know. To call them.
Okay, right,
I think their phone number's on there.
right. And are they local?
Same one you always use, Pasco Patio.
Pasco Patio. Okay. It's just, usually a good thing if you have a couple, just in case one bails somehow. It's a good idea to have at least a couple, and it's definitely good to stick with that type of a chair. So can you get a couple more just in case?
I can look.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so good.
Okay, so. Isn't that the- Yes. Oh, okay, so I guess it's time to talk about the school gate. And we have Vivian Blair that would like, please clarify what the school, okay. So I will clarify for you what the school gate is about. We were planning on, because of the difficulties with some of the children being able to get to and from school, they were going over the fence. And so George has been working on pulling together his information. I'm working on pulling together some information from the county. And we have sort of stalled the school gate for right at this moment, because I think that what they're gonna do when the secondary gate goes in the back of the community, I think they'll look towards putting another pedestrian gate like what's out here. And children will have a fog to be able, because they have to be able to get to the high school, and there's another school out there, there's 2 of them or 3. So they have to be able to get across the street, but before we can get a crossing guard out there, we have to have the actual gate, and it has to be open and closed. I believe it's 3 hours in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. They work a 6-hour day.
Is it definite that the secondary gate is going there, or is it going down on Adolph?
It can't go down on Adolph. It's going there. The county already stated
So we're gonna
that
have
would be there.
So there's gonna be a secondary gate right in front of the school. And there's a retention pond on this side. Is it an in and out gate, or is it just gonna be an out gate?
No, it's gonna be in and out,
Okay, well,
but only to residents.
I understand, but there's a retention pond there.
We
How are you gonna get 2 cars
we-
when you have a retention pond?
We have already spoken with the county, and there are a couple of things that we have to do. But they looked at all the different places, and this one seems to be the one, but we're still waiting for the engineer and what he says. Because they say it could be totally different. The thing is that the community didn't request another gate going off to the side, or less than a mile from the front gate, or, through another community. It didn't request that. It requested it go out the back of the community. So that's where we're trying to put our sights on in order to be able to get the engineers and the county to give us which one's the better fit.
Okay, now I have something here. You're talking about opening up that school gate again?
Mhm.
Deed restriction. Article 3, Section 12.
Uh-huh.
No one under the age of 18 are living here. Why do we have a school gate when you're not supposed to have anybody under 18? Why are we accommodating people that are here that aren't supposed to be here? This is the community of elderlies.
The families that were here when it turned 55,
Stop.
their children have,
They turned 55 and 13. This is 26.
but if they had
They
a
were
5-year-old child in
That's right, that child is
2013,
now 18.
okay, let's say they
They're not
were
going to
2 years
school.
old. Maybe they were 1 years old. I mean,
All right, you're talking maybe 1 or 2. What about all the people that are coming in? They're not supposed to be here. And why would you have a school gate for people that aren't supposed to be here? When my children were in school, they changed it from 1 mile to 2 mile. 2 mile, you have to get your own transportation. If they're in here, let them get their own transportation, not go through that gate. Let the people bus them or walk them or drive them to school. There's no need for a school gate against our deed restrictions.
Thank you for sharing that. Okay? What do we do?
Deed restrictions.
I know. It's too bad.
Well, that's true, but
No bus.
we would not, well, all I can tell you is that the county and the engineer are gonna tell us which the best place is. Then we'll move forward from there. Well, I know George has been looking at different county and our rules and regs. I know that it's a hot topic for a lot of people, but I also know, I'm not sure if you guys are aware or not, but there have been people that have been given the opportunity to buy homes in here that have children. And I understand that. We're trying to resolve that issue as well. But I do know that there are some children that go to the high school that are grandfathered in, and while they're grandfathered in, they need to be able to get back and forth to school. That's all I can tell you. I'm not saying that we have to do it, but the other thing is that we have the ability to put in a pedestrian gate there, which is something that they've already talked about. Because of the fact that it's in and out, there has to be a pedestrian gate so people can go out back and come back and forth. So there will be a pedestrian gate that goes with it, to my knowledge. So, I mean, this is all in the brand new phases of this planning. We may not be able to have a pedestrian gate. We don't know yet. We're gonna have to listen to the county, listen to the engineer, and then we're gonna have to figure it out from there. But we'll bring it all, whatever we find out, to you guys, just like we just did. We're in the early stages of this planning. That's where we're at. So. Oh, that's me. Oh, okay, so now we'll move on to the stop sign. That has been a huge topic of contention. There is a stop sign on the outer side that is for the exit gate that is for the residents. And when you get to that, it says stop. There's not one on the other side, but there's one on that side. It's because the one on the other side was taken down and just never put back up. So our recommendation is that we remove the stop sign. So I motion to remove the stop sign from the exit gate from the resident side. Because, well, the county is moving the stop sign down, but we have to take that one off in order to be able to have the other one that's gonna be down further. It'll be both gates. It'll be, yeah. When they reformat what's going on out on Tundra and that, yeah, they're talking about all, and they're in the planning as well for that. Four-way stop sign, do we do a rotary? What do we do? So they're working on that right now. But right now it doesn't make any sense to have that stop sign there because most of the time, according to and I'm sure that the gatehouse, the code enforcement supervisor can speak to this, they're not adhering to the stop signs. Because if the gates are open, they're not gonna stop. And if the gates are down, they stop anyway because the gate's down, they have to wait till it opens. Okay, so I made a motion to remove the stop sign from the exit gate. And it can, thank you. Now we'll open it for discussion. Any discussion? Richard?
Sometimes people just stop. So, you don't want somebody getting slammed in the back. I know we have some speed bumps there. I don't have a problem with taking the stop sign out, but I don't want us to have any liability for rear-ended collisions or anything like that.
I believe that there's more liability with the stop sign there because people are not paying attention to the person in front of them that is actually adhering to the stop sign, and then they don't stop. So you hear some screeching going on, and somebody's gonna probably get hit at some point. So anyway, any more discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you, Richard. Oh, motion has passed to remove the stop sign from the exit gate. Okay.
On to painting of the pool house. Many residents would love the pool house to be painted and then have the talented people in ceramics come and decorate it with their talent. So we have recommended that the pool should definitely be closed for one day because of we don't know which way the wind is gonna blow. The maintenance guys are using the sprayer because it'll take less time and then it can dry. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If it rains, they'll have to stop and then come back to it and that kind of thing. But then, so for one whole day, for it to close a pool, one whole day. Let us know what the best day. We were thinking Wednesday, but if that's not, what's a good day? What's the better day? It's just one day. One day out of everyone's life. Go to the beach, go somewhere else. One day.
How about
A Monday?
Jane,
Monday?
how about I ask the pool attendants and I'll look at their records and see the fewest traffic and pick a day that way?
That sounds perfect.
Thank you, Kelly.
And so we will announce it when we find out the day. We'll announce it well in advance so everybody can make other plans. We would like it to be well done before the 4th of July. So we're gonna have the maintenance guy try to fit that into their schedule so it definitely can get done. And then the following day, the ceramics people can come and paint it, and we won't close the pool for that because that will be more of a paintbrush and yes. Okay. The monitor stand?
Oh, yeah, we are.
Okay.
But, yeah.
You can do that the day it's closed, maybe? Okay. Maybe do that the day that the pool is closed, do you think? Maybe? Okay.
Can you talk to Kelly about that and coordinate those days? Perfect. Thank you. Okay.
And one last thing, the Horseshoe Club. This was on,
Hold on, I got some stuff at the pool.
okay, go ahead.
We have to make a decision on what we're going to do with the pool now, because the next meeting is the end of next month. So we can't vote on it till the next board meeting.
Good looking out, Jerry.
Can't vote to close the pool. Have to make a decision on that now.
Yes.
So I'm making a motion to close the pool on what day?
For one day.
One day.
Just one day.
I feel like Tuesdays are a little slower.
Tuesdays?
What do you think, Sandy? I feel like Tuesdays are kind of slower.
Well, it has to be a Tuesday or a Wednesday because ceramics is only here on Friday and Saturday.
Wednesdays seem to be busy. I don't know why.
Yeah,
So it's going to take probably 2 days to dry.
so Tuesday, we're gonna close it on Tuesday.
So we're gonna do it on the 26th?
May 26th, pool will be closed.
Is that good?
The day after Memorial Day.
The day after Memorial Day? Nobody wants to be there anyway, the day after. That's it. Okay, so I make a motion to close the pool on May 26th, which is a Tuesday, so that the painting of the pool house can be done. Does anybody second?
Has the product been purchased yet? And will we have it in stock by then? The paint? Okay.
Yeah,
George is gonna speak to
I'll get with the public works guys and see if that's feasible. And then also that might be, if weather permits. So if the weather's not gonna permit, we might have to select another day. I know Wednesday might be the option. If that's the case, and we just push it a day.
Right now, it'll be Tuesday, weather permitting Tuesday. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any more discussion? And we will notate that it will be Wednesday. If the weather doesn't cooperate, then it'll be Wednesday. And if the weather doesn't cooperate, we just keep pushing it. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Any discussion?
Any more discussion?
Will we be putting this out on our website to let everybody know that?
The day? Yes, we will.
That's planning that, contingent upon what?
We'll do it in blast email,
Yeah, right.
and we'll put a notice on the website. So all in favor? Aye. Did you say? Okay. All right, thank you.
I guess I'm a,
The
reserves. Are you doing
horseshoes. Okay, is the gentleman in charge of the horseshoes, does he happen to be here? Terry? He's not here still. Okay. This got tabled. He asked for it to be tabled. But because we want to be done with it, because it's just going to linger and linger, we're going to, last year he spoke to BOD, didn't do what we needed him to do in order to make his sign and to put ornaments up and all these things that he did, rocks and stuff. It was lovely, but he never passed it by the ACC. So we've asked him several times. He comes and goes. So I'm going to make a motion that when he does come to us, we will not give any funds for his past expenses because he never did it correctly. But if he comes to us, we do have it in the fund to give him something for future beautification. If he wants to redo his sign, if he wants to plant a bush, whatever he wants to do, but he needs to follow the directions of the ACC, coming to them, getting it approved. So I make a motion in the future to have costs approved accordingly when the correct procedure is followed. Do I have a second? Any more discussion?
Yes. This came to the ACC once before.
This came to the ACC once before, and it was decided then that it is not an ACC issue because that's Architectural Control Committee that works with your residential lots, that it was a common area and needed board-only approval.
And in the future, he will have to come to the board and make the proposal of what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Any more discussion? Richard?
I have something.
How much money, is there a limit? Is there a limit on the amount of money for beautification?
Well, it's not beautification. It would come out of the clubhouse. I think that, is there a horseshoe line or it's clubhouse?
Yeah, there's a horseshoe line in the reserves. I just saw that a couple of weeks ago when we talked about that. I personally feel like even though he made a mistake, by not bringing it to the board the way it's supposed to be, they have spent all that money out there, putting cement down and everything else. I think we should give them some money for some of that work, because it is in the reserves. And there is a horseshoe line item there.
Need I remind you, Jerry, that when the risk assessment was done for the insurance, that we were informed that the rock garden that was put out there, it was a trip hazard, and that it was not within compliance of foot item. We have the complete report. So that's why they had to take that small piece out that he put lights in, which was very nice, but it wasn't done to specs that our risk management from the insurance company was on board with. And that's why we asked them to take that out.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I get that he did follow procedure to start with, but how long are we gonna punish the horseshoe people? That's what it sounds like.
Well, there's some within guidelines.
Well, maybe that certain part wasn't, but the fact that all that other cement and stuff cost probably $2,000-3,000, and the backstops and all that stuff. And it was a tripping hazard to start with, because a lot of that was covered up by the cement that was there was covered up by grass, and it was sunken. Some of it was sunken. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, they did the work and they've been punished for a year. I just don't think they need to be punished anymore.
I know that when he first originally brought the paperwork, and they were standing over here talking in member
I haven't looked at the
comments.
exact how much money's on the line, but I do know it's in the reserves on line, because me and George even looked it up.
I know that when they were standing over here during member comments, they stated that they had spent about $700 on what they had done. So, and I know that David was president at the time and asked them to draw it up, take it to the ACC, and then move forward from that. Put it on the agenda, do what he had to do to come to the board. None of those things have taken place.
But it still doesn't, I don't see how the ACC got involved in it, because I agree with Gladys. ACC has nothing to do with that. So he should have not been telling them to go to the ACC committee.
Well, Jerry, I believe that you and I were both at that meeting. I know Jane and David were all at that meeting. We all agreed that he needed to start at the ACC, because that takes care of the architectural
I
design.
didn't, I've been here 6 years and been on the board. I know that doesn't go to the ACC committee.
Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna wind up having to table this until we get more information and we talk about it a little bit further, I guess.
We know who he is, but
We know.
when you call him, he doesn't answer. It's a very difficult kind of thing. He's out there on Tuesdays, but he says, if you want to talk to me, come meet me at the Horseshoe. Well, that's not the way it works.
Just do it one time.
Okay, I guess,
Would you like me to contact him and talk to him about improvements and that?
absolutely.
Richard, you have the full packet. It was out in one of the previous,
Yeah, we emailed it to you. You have the full packet of everything that we have on him.
right, and it was also in one from last year, that there was even more paperwork for this. So if you wanna sort through all of that and give him a call and let us know what you find, that would be great.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Richard.
thank you. So it's tabled and it's been assigned to Richard. Okay, we have the reports of directors. We have Richard as being with the ACC, but because he's not here in town right now, Gladys is it Gladys that was with ACC? So Gladys, can you talk about the ACC?
Oh, wait, we gotta do
Oh, no.
reserve money.
Oh, we're doing the reserve money now, sorry.
Okay. The last thing here is moving the money. We have a trust account that ends in 3672, 6972, 8688, and I'll read them off here. The trust CD account has $212,000 in it and $212,495.16. That is basically the same for the last year. The CD, the next one is 6972. It is $43,099.05. Basically the same. The last one is a trust account. It is a business checking, undoubtedly, probably operating, what has to be operating. It's got $5,665.02. That's pretty much basically been the same for the last year. Truist only pays us about 0.5% interest. And the last account is Ozark. It's account 0718. It is, let's see how much money's in here. Okay, Ozark has $117,913.34. Oh, okay, I see it over there now. Okay, that was the beginning. Okay. So they did both, all of them have half percentages. One renews the month of June, matures, or 3 of the 4 mature next month, and then one matures in July. Jamie saw the interest on these. We talked about it and said we just need to close the trust accounts and move the CDs to Edward Jones and move the $5,000 that's in the operating to Grand Bank, and then look at moving the Ozark account as well to Edward Jones. So I make a motion to move those accounts to Edward Jones and operating.
Did anybody second?
You don't have it in your packet because it wasn't in my packet when I sent it to you. So I'm looking it over now. I don't know if Gladys had it. I didn't have it. I didn't.
Well, all you're talking about is those 4 accounts that Jerry wants to move.
Correct.
What are you looking at that's different?
I just want to look at the paper because I don't have it, that's all.
I want to go to discussion, so when you're ready to second or whatever.
Okay, I'll make a motion to second, and now we can have discussion. Go ahead.
All right, my concern is that when each one, I have no problem, going ahead and approving or moving these. But as each one matures, I would like tracking so that we know the 3672 whatever account, CD, or whatever, Edward Jones, exactly where the total ending amount with interest, which will probably be more than 212,495.16. But for each one of those accounts, as they mature and as you move them, the date that they were moved, and exactly where they went at what institution. Because you're also saying move operating account 8688 to another operating account. And I know that Jerry mentioned Brennan Bank, but is that an operating account at Brennan Bank, or is that an operating account at Edward Jones?
I think you're confused, Richard. That, the account we're talking about is Truist, and it is 8688. It's only got $5,665.02 in it.
6502.
Yeah, $5,665.02. It is at Truist. It was probably, my guess is, and Jamie's guess is, that it had to be open to put those CDs in there because it is a business checking account. And it's stagnant, it's not been used, we've not wrote a check off of it anywhere for the last year because I remember it was hit over 5,000 then, just right around the same number it got now, a year ago. And as far as the other ones go, the other ones that are at Truist, the one with the 212,495.16 and the other one 43, I'll leave you right, $43,099. That's to be done by, Edward Jones can do a wire transfer, so it won't be, you'll have a track, it'll be just like where you moved the money into Capital City from Edward Jones last year or in 24. This will be the same way except opposite direction into Edward Jones. And it would go into, chances are Anna would put it in the amount in a CD for that amount, maybe an odd even number, like maybe not to $942, but it would be like that. So we wouldn't touch it. She would have it transferred over there.
So the transfer of the money would be electronic.
Yes.
Therefore, we would have we would have a copy of the electronic.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I think that Richard is talking about. He wants an exact electronic or an exact amount of what's being transferred and where it's going. Separately, not all together, unless they
Yeah.
wind up going together somewhere. You have to do them separate. Okay, very good. So as long as they're all separate and we're gonna get a wire transfer receipt.
Yeah.
So it tracks the money and how much it actually was with interest and what have you on that particular day.
And typically it's the same month, it's on the bottom of the statement. Say like December for when he did the the Capital City in Edward Jones, it showed up on the bank statement for December at Edward Jones. So this would show up whatever month.
Okay,
next month.
So in the month that this takes place, we just want to make sure, I mean, if it's done before the board meeting, we want to make sure that it's brought here so we can notify everybody that it's taken place and this was the actual amount. We can do that, correct?
Yes, it has to be.
Perfect.
Plus,
And can be put on the website as well.
There's one more very important part to this. It also has to be put in QuickBooks immediately upon each transfer. Otherwise, you're gonna get messed up.
It's done now because Jamie is attending to that part.
It's all gotta be fluid. It all has to be fluid. It can't be a week later or whatever. It has to be on those dates.
Correct.
The
Well,
transfers,
I get what you're saying, Richard. That's true because
everything has to match.
True. Yes. Okay, so is there any more discussion? You gotta wait for member comments, you didn't do one. Okay, so all those in favor of moving this money from these accounts as they mature to Edward Jones?
And they're going other places. They're not, it's not all going to Edward
And
Jones.
the smaller trust account.
The small account's
the
going to
business
a
checking goes in Brandon Bank.
Okay, into another operating,
Yes.
okay, perfect.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay. So,
so all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Okay.
Richard, I went to the ACC in your absence, and I will unless they figure out some way for you to be there. ACC moved over very quickly. They are now putting the decisions by address in the news and views. And there were some people that complained about that, but your address is public record. You can go on Google and look up anybody's public record. It's not private. And we did not put any private information. It's just what they want to put in a new fence or something like that, and whether it was approved or withdrawn or disapproved. Nothing private or personal at all. Did anybody have any comment, questions about it? Very simple.
Okay, director's report, ADRC meeting tomorrow. First one I've been able to attend since the April changeover. So I will be there tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock to make sure that I am there if they need anything. The election committee, we don't have an election going on right now. I know that Vivian is still wherever she went to. I thought she was there, but she's gone. So at any rate, Vivian is still the chair. The committee stays, I believe they stay dormant until the next time we need them, unless something comes up. And then the last one is the social events committee. We're still looking for people that, want to hit the ground running and pull together some things to, be able to have Brookridge residents be a part of and enjoy. So looking forward to that. And as always, we're looking for committee members in anything. So unit reps, what have you. And looking forward to the PowerPoint that they're going to be doing, which will include all of those. So that's it for me.
Beautification. I'm now the liaison of beautification. I missed the meeting in May because I had already had another appointment, so I couldn't be there, but I will be at the June meeting. And the RB compound, there's no updates, except that Ruth Briney now has gone north, and Brenda is going to be kind of keeping up with it so that Ruth doesn't come back to a bunch of paperwork. So if anybody needs anything regarding the RB compound, you would get in touch with Brenda.
We have a new group taking over the community development. It was a very informative meeting. They're going to be looking at the second entrance exit gate, the possibilities there. We worked with the county, and Kathy's moving forward with it. Did you need to say anything, Kathy, or you got it under control? She's just working on it. We're not doing anything yet. We had our first meeting, first get together.
I have the unit reps and I haven't spoken to them yet. We're supposed to have a meeting yesterday. They had one without me. Because I had a doctor's appointment. I had to wait on FedEx to show up. I thought they were going to change it to another time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Gino Verdi. And I was asked if I wanted to go on to the Veterans Committee, and I accepted it. I have talked to Ms. Triga, Ms. Patiga. And she's out of town, so there wasn't very much I could talk to her about. She's coming back on June 1st, and I asked her when she got back and got organized again, give me a call, and we'll set up a meeting and see where we go for that, for the vets and everything like that. If anybody else has any other questions and you want to get with me, just call me. Just don't call me 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Because I won't call you at 3 o'clock in the morning unless you call me. Other than that, I don't have anything else at this time. So I bid you a good night.
Thank you. Okay, so with that,
We're open for member comments.
Nancy LaShera, Unit 1. I just want to comment about the stop sign. Okay, you guys know where I live. All of you do, okay? My opinion, it's a bad move because you have people flying through there. They hit those bumps, and I can't tell you how many times my husband and I have had to go out and pick things up off the street because they hit it and it pops off their trailer. I'm talking about mirrors, glass, all this stuff, okay? I think the stop sign helps them, the ones that are out, yeah, whatever, you know. Probably help me over here, you know, so my opinion is the stop sign is doing its job. Because one day, well, then you need to put it back up because otherwise, maybe you guys need to come over there and sit in my yard and see what I see every day. Okay, and the things we're having to clean up. I even chased one guy out because his mirror came right out of his thing, right in front of my driveway, and he kept on going and just left it. You can't tell me he didn't hear that. He heard it. I heard it in my yard, in my house. So I say the stop sign is doing its job. That's all I have to say.
So what are they gonna do when the girls go out there and park their car on the right and take care of the beautification? They walk across the street over to the fountain. Who is going to protect them?
she needs your name in order to be able to.
Easy, Rich Stratton, Unit 3. Right? Who's gonna protect those girls from going across back and forth over the street carrying all that stuff and flowers in that? When you pull a stop sign out? Are you gonna be liable for them? For beautification.
I mean, we walk back and forth.
I've seen them. When Rocky put that together, how many years ago? We all know Rocky, don't we?
I say, put the gates back down. Put the gates back down and have her stop.
Okay, so one person at a time. Rich has the podium, please.
Okay, here's the other one. We're doing the stage, right? Jade? The date's what? The 28th and 27th?
23rd.
Okay. What's the curing time? How many days?
The 23rd and 24th.
The curing time, once the stage goes in, how long to cure the material? Before you can walk on it. Thank you.
Which I didn't bring that back with me.
I would call them tomorrow morning because you can't put a band up there right away.
Right, there was no use for the stage for those days, right?
You're positive, right?
Kelly?
Kelly.
Kelly,
Well,
you're on.
I was told that the 23rd and 24th are the days, and that it would be completely cured by the first dance in June, that first social dance, that first Saturday. Also, I talked to Easy Does It. They will not be going anywhere on the stage or near the stage when they do their Memorial Day exercise, which ends at 9:30.
Okay, there you go, but if something happens to that stage, who's liable then? The company?
I believe that they have a plan set in place that's going to work. They're gonna keep people away from the stage. They're gonna make sure it's crossed off. I don't know how much safer they could be. Nobody's gonna go near you, and nobody's using this room.
Double checking, okay. Go right ahead. Al Blair, Unit 4. 4th of July party. Okay, celebration. Okay, we're having a meeting June 9th, right out here. Anybody who's interested in helping, donating, whatever, head on out there or give me a call. I'm in the book. So we hope to see more people helping out. Thank you.
Hello, okay, I live in 4, and I've rented this room, Loris Stafford, on Bill Sullivan Road. And I rented this room in here for $100 for 2 hours for my husband's memorial, passed away last month. And I'm wondering if there's going to be a smell in here on the 4th from the stage being cured and having people in here for the dinner afterwards that we're having when we get back from Bushnell.
We don't believe so, but that's why we went.
I didn't think of this.
We don't think so. That's why we went with the water-based instead of the oil-based product, because they said the water-based doesn't have as much fume and all that. And so by that time, it should be fine with the fans on and everything. There should be no smell at all.
Because everybody's coming in here for dinner
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah, I don't. I'm sure Kelly will be checking on it and making sure that there's.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
We do have 2 questions on the live stream. The first one is from Sandy Hughes, Unit 3. She says, on the corner of Weatherford and Midmore, the big rocks along the road are dangerous for cars and walkers, especially at night. I feel these should be removed. Thank you. The rocks, the very large rocks on the corner of Weatherford and Midmore are dangerous for cars and walkers and should be removed.
That resident did that because there were cars coming around the corner onto her property. So she put those rocks up there, and I don't think it's happened since.
And then there's one more question, and it's Sandy Hughes. Sandy Hughes, Unit 3. We need to use the out gates or use the stop signs on both sides.
Okay, thank you for that idea. Anyone else? No more member comments? With no more member comments, it's 8:43 PM, and I motion to adjourn this meeting.
I second. All in favor?
All in favor? Aye. Aye, all. Good night. Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate it.